Alright, so I'm a little late. Happy New Year, all. This is going to be a Lolita vlog. I haven't done one since the last one. But I hadn't been on Reddit in a while. Let me take my glasses off. I do not like my vision being all weird in the ring light. But I was on Reddit, hadn't been on Lolita Reddit in a hot while. Like almost a year. I lost my original Reddit account. It was tied to a phone number that I had previously, and I did not realize it. So I lost my Achandoichi Reddit, and ever since I lost my Achandoichi Reddit, I've been sad, and I can't get it back. So I have to use like this other Reddit account, and I'm like, ugh, it's like other Reddit account. Not what this is about. But I was on the Lolita community on Reddit, and a couple days ago, like about 5-6 days ago, some young lady had a outfit on that was a blue iridescent dress, and she was like, my outfit for my outing for going to a museum. And the outfit was, like I said, this iridescent blue. It was tiered. It was nice. It was nice for like a regular dress, but she was trying to present it as a Lolita dress. And then on top of presenting this dress as a Lolita dress, the argument was made, well, I got the pattern to make this dress from I want to say that Masako book about it was like some Masako Lolita pattern sewing book. And she was like, that's where I got the pattern from. So it's definitely Lolita. And the other Lolitas were trying to tell her, like, yeah, you might have gotten that from the Masako book, but that's not a Lolita dress. Like, just because you get a pattern from a Lolita source doesn't mean you made a Lolita dress. You made a Lolita inspired dress, but you didn't make a Lolita dress. And as forgiving as I am, especially, I don't know this person's and like not involvement in the Lolita community, but like amount of time in said Lolita community. But let me caveat this: I am not trying to say that if you make your own Lolita outfits, you are not a real Lolita. Please do not misconstrue my words. Please do not put words in my mouth that I did not say. What I am saying is, you got the pattern from a Lolita source. You did not make a Lolita dress. And then, like I was going to say, as forgiving as I am usually to especially people that are, I'm going to say, beginner Lolitas, and because we all have to start somewhere, I got to side with the community. I'm sorry. But I'm going to tell you why I'm going to side with the community. I'm going to side with the community for two reasons. The dress was fine. It just, to me, kind of looked like a soft, kind of like low-key Cinderella cosplay. And I say that because she had the Princess Castle backpack, and she had a tiara. And I have a crown on, and I was just grossly opposed to the tiara, and I was grossly opposed to the dress. Now, I am going to address the dress first, and then we will go into the tiara, because it's like, you're really hypocritical. Aren't you wearing a crown right now? I am. We will get into that a little bit later. But what she was told, and I am going to fight with the Lolita community on this, but I'm going to have proof to my claim in a moment. They told her that your dress is too shiny, that even though you got this from a Lolita source, your material that you use is too shiny, and you are never, ever, ever supposed to use shiny material when making a Lolita dress. I am going to repudiate that statement, because I have shiny dresses. I consider this, it's not super duper shiny, but I consider this to be like one of like a shinier dress. But you can use shiny dresses in Lolita, and I am going to give you a couple of examples, but I'm going to have to pause. So give me a second, and I will do my first example. I'm going to give you two Taobao examples. I'm going to give you one Japanese brand example, and I'm going to explain, yes, you can do this, but there are rules. So let me show you my first thing. Hold up. Exhibit A. this dress. Now, I got this dress like 2 years ago from 42 Lolita. I pre-ordered it. It was supposed to be a dress that was based on that French lady that was on the swing. I'm gonna be 48 on Friday. I'm old and having memory issues. That's how that's going right now. So don't come for me. But yeah, it's supposed to be based on this dress. As you see, the material is shiny. This material is shiny as hell. But this has all these little rosettes on it, which, by the way, I had hand put on here. I was not amused by that. Did not come. I had to put every last damn fucking rosette you see on here. I put them hoes on there. Hold up, did I put these hoes on here? Yeah, I put these hoes on here too. Neither here nor there. But getting back to the topic at hand, as you see, this has a lot of embellishment and a lot of detail in it. It's got, like I said, rosettes. It's got all kinds of stuff. This is my caveat to the shiny thing, to the shiny material argument. Anytime you see a Lolita dress made with shiny material, there is ultimately other embellishments to kind of distract your eye from this material. These bows, these rosettes, they are going to be what distracts your eye from the fact that the material itself is shiny. So that's my exhibit A. Exhibit B. This is a Baby the Stars Shine bright blouse. Now, I know my one little, my best friend got she bought it. She was like, this isn't really for me. She gave this to me. I am eternally grateful. But, this, and I know this little button is about to pop off. Gotta fix it. Not what this is about. But this is also made of a very shiny material. But you see the lace right here. You see the beautiful lace collar right here. You see the pin tucks right here. These are all things that, again, distract your eyeballs from the fact that the material itself is shiny. Even the back has pin tucks on it. Have to distract from the shininess. Have one more example, and I have to bring my dress form over here, so you'll have to excuse me once more, but note exhibit B. Things to distract your eye from the shininess. My last exhibit is going to be the greatest example that I have, but I have to drag it over here, so give me a moment. Okay, so this is Caloris Wedding, one of my all-time favorite Lolita dresses that I own. I love this dress. It is so beautiful. But it is made out of very shiny material. Here, instead of me trying to drag that over, let me drag my phone over. So, the material to this is very shiny. And much like the young person who had that dress, some of this is made out of iridescent material. This is like got sparkles on it. This has got, where was the iridescent? I think the flouncy part right here was the iridescent part. But the material itself, as you see, is quite shiny. Oops, sorry. Quite shiny. It's really shiny material. Oh, and you can see that's the, that's the logo, L Press logo, embossed into the material. Oh my God, this crown is ridiculous. And because I have a wig on, because I didn't feel like dealing with my hair for this. Pardon me a minute. I had to take that crown off. It was driving me nuts. But it's right here. We'll be talking about this in a minute. But, as you can see, this is made out of very shiny material. The material that this came in, like I said, had iridescent. It had like a lot of stuff. This has a lot going on with it. This was like my grandest Lolita dress. It's still even a little more grand than Brilliance of Gemstones. Fucking love this dress. Neither here nor there. But as you see, it's shiny material. But guess what you also see? Take myself out the mix for a second. Embellishment, flounciness, bows, Supposed to be like a big old flower in the center. Lace up the wazoo. Lace everywhere. This is what you do. Like, look at these sleeves. You see that? Lace on the sleeves, little bows. That is what you do when you have something made out of shiny material. The rule is, yes, you can use shiny material to create Lolita looks, but the thing is, you have to have something to take your eye off the shininess of the material and give people something else to look at. Be it, I don't know, crazy buttons and lace and pin tucks. Pin tucks. These two liney things are pin tucks. Or bows and rosettes that you have to attach 100,000 of them onto a fucking dress. You have to have something. You have to have something to take your eye away from the shininess of it all. That's the thing that most Lolitas don't understand, is you have to have something to draw your eye away from the shininess. And I just gave you 3 examples of what to do. Now, again, I get that because she truly in her heart of hearts believed that because she got that pattern design from out of the Misako Lolita sewing book thing, that was enough. And I looked at the design that because she even posted up the design that she got that from. She posted it up. Like, I took it from this book and this was the pattern. And when I looked at the dress in the picture, it had bows, and I want to say it had like flouncy, like ruffles on it. It wasn't just the dress that she made. She, for whatever reason, and I would love to know the rationale as to why, she forwent all of that. She just was like, fuck it, no, we're not going to do all of that. And that is what caused the issue. It wasn't just, she might have gotten away with it. I want to say, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, she might have gotten away with it. She might have fully gotten away with it if she had taken the time to add the embellishments. Because really, all she had was a pretty dress. And there's nothing wrong with a pretty dress. This bitch I fucking love wearing pretty dresses, just on general principle. But you can't, the Lolita community is real strict, and I know the term gatekeeping got thrown around. They weren't telling her not to be a Lolita. They weren't telling her you can't wear this, you can't be a Lolita. They were just saying, no, this isn't it. They were saying it's a pretty dress, it's just not a Lolita dress. And here is the thing. There is a very thin line between Lolita and cosplay. And Lolitas that are successful, even when you make your own shit, you got it. It's a delicate line to work within, because the world sees us as cosplaying anyway. Like, anybody who has ever gone to a Lolita meetup, that means my microphone's not working, so I might as well chuck that off to the side. But anybody that's ever gone and been an outdoor Lolita, one of the things people will straight up ask you, are you in a play? No. Oh, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I just like not being naked. That should be the answer. I like not being naked. So, gotta wear clothes when you go outside. Can't run around fucking nude, tits to the world. I mean, you can. It's a bold choice, but I don't recommend it. But I don't recommend it. But again, if it's already a hard fashion to work within, because to the untrained eye, you're wearing a costume. They don't understand that this is fashion. So I don't know, but yeah, I didn't hate the dress. What I hated I truly, oh, I'm stepping on that thing. What I truly hated was her tiara. And I'm sorry. And this is coming from a woman who just bought a massive fucking crown on just because I could, and I had been wanting it for like decades, and it finally came down to a price I could afford. I literally just bought a fucking crown. I will show it to you in a little bit. And oh, in case you didn't know, because I just learned this my damn self this week, the difference between a crown and a tiara is a crown is completely enclosed. You close the circle. A tiara is pretty much U-shaped and kind of open in the back. So that's the difference between a crown and a tiara. What I hated was her tiara. I'm sorry. And I hated her backpack. It just made everything look real juvenile. And it is hard to work a crown or a tiara into your Lolita look. You have to be very intentional and you kind of have to be mindful of it. Now, because what I'm wearing is Unicorn Tears is the name of the Lolita brand. It's a Taobao brand. And this is called a place called heaven, or a kingdom called heaven, something like that. Something blank noun called heaven. A city called heaven. That's what it was called. Sorry, it's a city called heaven. Unicorn Tears, a city called heaven. This is a little on the ostentatious side. Let me see if I can give you a full display. Hold up. All right. So, this is a city called heaven. So, this has it's got a lot of religious iconography on it, which I try to avoid. It's so weird out here with people sometimes. But this is one of the few ones that I know if I do my hair the way it's supposed to be done, I can wear this crown, and because there are there's little things on this dress. Yep. This dress, the crown down has, see, kind of like that star motif. I just had it. Okay. See that star motif right there? Matches that star motif right there. So, matching motifs. But, in fairness, again, how many years have I been doing this? So, you try to do stuff that will match the motif. I have stars that match that crown. The last video I did, I had wore brilliance of gemstones, and I had a teeny tiny little crown at the top. It didn't distract from the outfit. It was just kind of like a little, ding, kind of cherry on top situation. I have a very ornate one that I wear with Butterfly Princess. It's gorgeous. You've seen me wear it, I haven't worn that in a few years, but I wore it to my Otakon discussion a couple years ago. When I did that Otakon discussion, I've worn it when I did the Black Lolita collaboration in 2020. So that matches that, because that's a very ostentatious Lolita dress, and it requires something a lot. It requires the most. A little bow like this could go either way. I could wear this bow, or I could do that crown, which I tried earlier and it just kept falling off my stupid head. So this could go either way, but you have to match your motif. Again, I get that you were going for a fairy tale princess vibe. I get that. But you needed a little more embellishment on the dress. And ditch the backpack. You would have did better with just a cute little clutch, or a cute little handbag, or something like that. Even if you don't have a Lolita purse, if you can, try to find a purse that's just if you can't find anything Lolita related in a good budget, get a nice floral motif purse for like cheap, because I know I've seen them at like Ross and like places like that, TJ Maxx, or if you're in Germany, in the rest of the world, TK Maxx. Try to get like something like a little floral purse, just so you can just mix and match with shit, or something in like a white or a black or something, just something that's like nice. That backpack is the thing that actually made me angry a little bit. And like I said, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be like, fuck that bag, but kind of fuck that bag. And that tiara, it was not it. And if you're going to do something with a tiara, if you are going to go that route, your hair needs to be on point. And I don't think, not to talk about anybody's hair, because like I said, I didn't feel like doing anything with mine, and I definitely damn sure didn't do shit with this fucking wig. But if you're gonna go out like that, if you're gonna do that, you need to be on point. It wasn't on point, and I think that's kind of why she kind of got like told no. And again, for the 1,000th time, they are not gatekeeping. They are just trying to point her in a better direction. They did not tell her she could never ever, fuck you, you can never be a fucking Lolita. You fucking suck. Nobody fucking said that. Get all my expletives out now, because now I'm getting a little heated, because I don't like it when people misconstrued a thing and y'all are gatekeeping. No one fucking told that girl she could not be a Lolita. They just said close but no cigar. Had she just followed what the picture had? I am so curious to know why she did not add the embellishments. I am extremely curious about this. I would kill to know what the fuck she was thinking, because it looked unfinished. If she was going for the look that I think she was, that the picture had said it was, she'd have been fine had she added like the center bow, because she had no center bow. And I think I want to say it had lace around the collar and lace in a couple of other places, but I don't exactly remember. But she, for whatever reason, opted to not do that, and that's what downgraded the dress. She has a natural talent for sewing, and that is a glorious thing, but I gotta say, I hate siding with the community. I really do, because I like to think that I am a beacon of people, a person that people can go to, like essentially new Lolitas can come to, that will be like, it's close. You're just right there. I would have told her before she debuted it, add some embellishment. You'll be fine. Especially if you're using iridescent or shiny material, because as I've just proven, you can use shiny material. You just have to know how to use it, and you have to add embellishments to take your eye away from the shine of it all. Oh well, I hope she don't give up on the Lolita community, because nobody was trying to intentionally, from what I've read in all the comments, nobody was being mean. Although it did get a little rough, because anybody that was like, oh no, it's real beautiful, you're a great Lolita, oh, they got downvoted to hell and back. It was like, damn, y'all are brutal. Y'all are brutal as fuck. God damn. So, but, like, I'm just like, keep trying, keep striving, and next time if you want to make something out of that sewing book, look at not just the pattern, look at the embellishments. You may or I don't know if she could read Japanese or what, but my phone can translate in almost any language. Get a good translator app, like Deeple is a really good one. Get a translator app and translate to see what they want you to purchase. And purchase each and every last one of those fucking things, because in all seriousness, it was a pretty dress, but that's all it was. It wasn't a pretty Lolita dress. And it could have been a pretty Lolita dress had she just added the damn embellishments. I want to know so bad why she chose. I might just have to ask, because I'm real curious. I'm really curious. But yeah, she didn't add the embellishments, and that's what fucked up the whole situation. And oh well, but that is all I have. So my birthday's Friday. You want to send birthday wishes? greatly appreciate it. And I'll be 48. When the fuck did that happen? How the fuck did that happen? Nobody prepares you for that shit either. They're just like, oh, here's a birthday, here's your 16th, here's your 21st, here's your 30th. Now you're an old ass heifer. Wait, the fuck? Oh well, but my birthday's Friday, so send some greetings if you would. I would appreciate it because I'm an old lady just barely hanging in there. And I will see y'all at some point.